Wednesday, and you know what that means on this channel. It's time for our week in AEW review. If you're new here, this is Squared Circle Speak. I am Ryan. With me is my co-host, the Macho Man, Nathan.
I don't know about macho, but I am a man.
Oh, well. Welcome to our AEW Week in Review. We will be reviewing the week of AEW action for the week of August 18th through the 20th, 31st, or 24th. Jesus. This will not include All In. All In will be our next tomorrow show. We'll be reviewing All In. So this is the Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision before All In. So, All In, or Dynamite kicked off with we were in Cardiff, by the way, Wales. We kicked off with Britt Baker and Monet doing a contract signing, and God, man, Monet just, what is going on with her? Like, she just doesn't feel like she's like the crowd's not into her.
I think that's what it is. I think she's not getting the reaction that she was hoping to get from some of these crowds, and so when they don't give her the reaction that she wants, she just kind of stops caring.
Britt Baker whooped her in this promo.
Yeah,
I mean, she made Monet look like a chump. They went back and forth. Baker was good. They agreed to not fight each other or whatever, not hate each other. And she stands up and goes, I'm gonna follow the rules they agreed to, but this other bitch is getting on my nerves. She cracks Camille in the head with a mic, and then dies off the table on the Balto. So that was that segment. Yeah, but Monet did not look good here. It's kind of, I don't know, man. She just does not. I just don't know what's going on. The first match was Jericho. Oh, yay! Chris Jericho versus Tommy Billington, which is the son
of Dynamite Kid.
I didn't know if he was the son or the nephew or something, but I think it's the son, right? Anyway, yeah, Dynamite Kids.
I don't know. Can it be? Like, he had to have kids really late.
I mean, it's got the same name. Unless that's just his ring name.
No, but I'm just saying though, that because he's, I guess it could be. I guess he had him really, really late because this guy doesn't look that old.
Yeah.
But
I think it might be his nephew.
Okay.
It looks like it's his nephew. I think it's his nephew.
Well, he looks exactly like him. It's freaking nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy how much he looks like him. It's insane. He looks like him. But what do you think of this match, Nathan? Jericho and Tommy Billington?
Wish it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It didn't do either one of them any favors.
Yeah.
Jericho. If you're gonna sign a guy like Billington, you don't want to put him in there with fucking Chris Jericho, who cannot make a guy look good anymore. And what's this do for Chris Jericho? Oh, you beat another rookie. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it didn't do much for him. Jericho won. No surprise. It's Hook come in afterwards and they went face to face. And then Big Bill ended up taking out Hook. And then we had, oh my God, I forgot about this match. Then we had the AEW Women's World Title match, Toni Storm versus Saraya. I just don't know why Saraya's wrestling. I mean, I get it, but and Storm, they did this spot where they did this slow motion up and over and hooking and doing this supposed to be like
British style
wrestling, but it was so slow and you could tell what they were going to do before they did it.
Oh, neither one of them, I don't think they knew how to do what they were wanting to do.
That too.
I think what it was is I think Toni Storm knew what she was doing. But Saraya has not wrestled that style of match in who knows how long.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to make it look like she didn't know where the movements were going or where her body needed to be. And it was their timing was all off. They should have just stopped at some point. And instead they just went along with it. Yeah, and it was very slow, very awkward. The crowd was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it wasn't good. This whole match wasn't good in my opinion.
You don't want your world champion looking like this right before they're about to have one of the biggest matches of women's wrestling in London for a British crowd, that's used to British wrestling.
Yeah, this was not good. Obviously, Toni Storm won after the match. Mariah May hit her with the shoe, and then that was it. But yeah, this was not good. Neither one of them looked like they knew what they were doing, and they were both wrestling so slow. And that's kind of Toni Storm's style a little bit. Is wrestling slow like that because she's old school. But Saraya was wrestling slow just because she's slow. Like there was no gimmick there. So, yeah, we had a Osprey MJF back and forth here. Yeah, it was what it was.
Yeah.
And then we had the AEW Continental Championship on the line, Kazuchika Okada versus Claudio Castagnoli. Why was this not on the pay-per-view?
I do not know.
So here's a little bit of a spoiler, not really a spoiler. I heard on the internet that it was because Claudio was wrestling in Mexico and he couldn't make the show. That's what I heard is why this match. Claudio's on the pay-per-view. So what what the hell?
Yeah.
Anyway, these guys went to a time limit draw. As another time limit draw in this fucking company. They just did one like what 3 weeks ago with the fucking Acclaimed and FTR.
And then before that, they did the almost a time limit draw with MJF and.
So okay, why did that match get an hour time limit and this match only got like 20-minute time limit?
Because it was a title match.
This was a title match.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, I'm just saying, this was for the AEW Continental Classic, and it did not go an hour, but the other match did, and it went an hour. I don't understand. I don't get the. That's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff just don't make sense. I mean, this was fine. Okada's slower than he used to be, and so it was all right. But time limit draws, I'm not a fan of. I know that people say it because it makes them both look good, but I think it's a cop out of a booking decision, and I'm not a fan of these things. I think you're just copping out by having no one win.
Yeah, I agree.
Book the match, book a winner. Don't do this shit. Claudio could take a loss. I mean, what the you haven't done shit with him all fucking year. Like,
I know.
Now you want to make him look strong? Like, this fucking company. The fans wanted an extra time, and then the Bucks came out and said, nope, no extra time is over. Darby Allin and the FTR took on the Elite, which was Jack Perry and the Bucks. Allin and FTR get the win. Yeah, I mean, your typical AEW 6-man tag, including the Young Bucks, which did just a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Then we had the Acclaim come out, and then they said that they're gonna do the thing, and it's just they did a lot of promos here. Like it ended with Danielson and Swerve promo. So only 4 matches on this show. Danielson and Swerve did a really good promo here, though. Really sold this main event match. And then they, then Danielson hit him with the Busaiku knee. Then he goes, you know what? He goes, I don't come out here for 20 minutes every week. I know who I am. I'm the best fucking wrestler in the world. And so, yeah. very, very strong ending to this show with Danielson and Swerve, and a very good way to sell this match, which, in all fairness, has not been sold well up to this point. You know, Danielson's there part-time, and so they have a hard time doing this, but this was a hell of a way to sell this pay-per-view match. I mean, this was great. All right. To Rampage. How much you want to bet the conglomeration wrestle on this show, Nathan? Wrestler fucking. Hey, guess what? Match 1, the conglomeration versus Brian Cage, Johnny TV, and Mortos. Now, you tell me, what the fuck are we doing? This is Kyle O'Reilly, Tomohiro Ishii, and Mark Briscoe, or Jay, by the way, just the Briscoe, just to be fair, who wrestling here. I think he's defending the ROH title against Mortos at some point. I understand those two being in this match, but I don't know why Johnny TV and Brian Cage are here. But Kyle O'Reilly makes Johnny TV tap out in the end.
Right.
Woo! Roderick Strong beat Fuego del Sol. Who cares? Robin Renegade took
on. When's the last time we ever seen Fuego del Sol?
Right now.
Yeah.
I think he got fired, didn't he?
I thought he did too.
Robin Renegade took on Mina Shirakawa. Mina Shirakawa gets the win. Another thing that does not matter. The Iron Savages took on Gates of Agony. Gates of Agony won. Another match that did not matter. Great event. The Von Erichs versus the Outrunners. Another match that did not matter. Von Erichs win. This sucked.
What do you mean? Well, this match, why do you say this match didn't matter?
This is the Outrunners. They're fucking jobbers.
Well, they got to make the Von Erichs look strong.
The Von Erichs are an ROH team. Why are they wrestling on AEW?
I don't know. Why? Rampage is full of ROH. Why is the Rampage not just Ring of Honor? Nobody knows.
It needs to be at this point. I mean, they had the ROH champion on here. So.
Exactly.
I don't know. Anyway, the Outrunners lost, obviously. And then the Undisputed Kingdom hit the ring, and then the show went off the air. I don't know. Weird show.
Very.
And then we had Collision, which actually had some impact on All In, because we had the Wild Card and Cardiff Trios match. Jesus Christ, them with their fucking names. Every fucking match in this company has a goddamn tagline on it. So guess what, Nathan? The conglomeration wrestled again.
Of course.
They took on the Undisputed Kingdom, Mark Briscoe and Roderick Strong, or Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly versus, or Orange Cassidy, versus Roderick Strong, or Mike Bennett and Roderick Strong. Sorry, I was completely confused by who was in this match. Mike Bennett and Roderick Strong versus Mark Briscoe and Orange Cassidy. Obviously, the conglomeration wins. Woo!
Yeah.
There's a 6-man tag, I guess, but who fucking cares? Willow took on Harley Cameron. Willow Magno got the win. Not much to say here. I mean, this was just Willow getting her spot before the All In. I don't know why this happened.
Yeah, because Willow's not even on All In, is she?
She's on the pre-show.
Oh, okay.
Her and Ishii are taking on the former alien.
Statlander
and her manager. But Statlander didn't even come out here. So this affected nothing. Then we had Katsuyori Shibata and Sammy Guevara versus Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt. Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong. Shibata versus Jay Lethal in a singles match. Sorry, I read this as I was like, this match didn't happen. I was like, wait a minute. Shibata versus Jay Lethal, a good match. But could have been a lot better. They just don't let Jay Lethal do shit in this company, and it really pisses me off.
Right.
Shibata wins. It's I don't get it. Like you're gonna put Shibata over Lethal. I mean, I get Lethal Shibata's a legend or whatever, but it's fucking Jesus. What are we doing?
Yeah, Jay Lethal, this has been the worst decision of his career.
Yeah, he doesn't win a match. So then we did have Chris Statlander wrestle today on this show. They were both on the same show, but they did not interact at all. Ain't that some shit?
That is fucked up.
Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway beat Kid Lycos to second and Nina Samuels.
Nina,
she wrestled in NXT UK, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well, she got her ass kicked in this match, so there you go. Way to, yep. But they won this mixed tag match in preparation for their big match at All In's pre-show. Hook beat Big Bill. And the crowd, for some reason, loves Big Bill. I don't know why. It's Europe, so I guess that explains it. But they were behind Big Bill this whole match. But Hook ends up getting the win. So then we had Arya Daivari versus Jeff Jarrett.
What in the hell?
Jeff Jarrett wins.
Why?
You tell me, Nathan. I don't know.
Like of all the people.
I mean, the crowd loves Jeff Jarrett, but like I don't know why Arya Daivari and Jeff Jarrett happened.
Yeah, that's a weird one because what are we doing? A squash match for Jeff Jarrett in fucking 2024?
Yeah, pretty much. Hologram did not wrestle this week, but he got a video package. And then we had the main event, Top Flight and Rio Rush versus Blackpool Combat Club, the Wild Card and Cardiff Trios match. This team gets into the fatal four-way triple threat tag team ladder match. Ladders in London. There's a tagline too. So it's Pac, Yuta, and Claudio, who again I was told would not be on this pay-per-view. And I was told he's got to go to Mexico, so they can't put the Continental Championship match on the main card on the pay-per-view. Bullshit. Because he is on this match and they win. Not only is he's gonna be on the pay-per-view. So you telling me you couldn't have just put that match on the pay-per-view? You could have took 10 minutes from one of these other 80-minute long matches that you have, and you couldn't have gave it to them on a pay-per-view. Instead, yeah, Claudio gets to be in a multi-man ladder match.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a 6-man match. Top Flight and Leo did a bunch of high-flying stuff. Yuta was there, and Claudio back looked good. I just don't like Yuta, dude. I can't stand Yuta. And then we just had a huge brawl at the end of the show with Killswitch, Nick Wayne, Christian, the Bang Bang Gang, and the House of Black. We said it. So they, did stuff.
I like what you just did there. They should do that. Killswitch got a new name. They should change Nick Wayne's name to just nickname. I like that.
Yeah, you know what? And this show was not good either. Way too many random matches for your last show before pay-per-view. You didn't really build up much of anything towards the pay-per-view. You did. I mean, I know you did some of that on Dynamite, but I felt like you probably should have done a little bit more here, as this is the last show people are going to watch before your pay-per-view.
It's just, even though CM Punk's gone, it still feels like Collision's just a different show, like a different part of, like, it's not the same company.
I know, it's weird. It's so weird because they could have just, I don't know, man. It's weird because, yeah, this show did not build up anything towards the pay-per-view at all, other than, like, having that 6-man match. That was it. So then, yeah, a little bit of news. Not much. It's all about the pay-per-view. I don't want to talk about any of that before, but apparently Jay White is still out He will not be back anytime soon. So
That's nice.
another wrestler's out as well. Nick Camarado. I mean, yeah, Nick Camarado, who hasn't been there forever. He's out as well. He's having hip resurfacing surgery, so he won't be back till at least next year.
He's a young too. That's bad.
Yeah. So the injury bug is continuing here on all these wrestlers. But yeah, that's all I got. Everything else was pay-per-view stuff. So, and we'll talk about all that stuff tomorrow. So, yeah.
Right.
So,
All right. Well, Ryan, what do you think was the best show of AEW? I guarantee it's Dynamite.
I mean, it's not even a question. Rampage and Collision didn't even feel like wrestling show. They didn't even feel like shows. It was just they were awful.
Yeah.
So Dynamite obviously wins. Now, putting it up against NXT, hey, the war is back.
Yeah. I think I gotta say NXT was the best show this week.
I think it was because you had Jericho and Tommy Billington, which was a nothing match. You had Tony Storm and Saraya stink up the joint. Everything else was good. Like the Osprey MJF build was good. Okada and Claudia was good. The 6-man tag was okay. And then the Danielson Swerve thing was great. But I think the other two matches dropped it to a point where I can't say it was the best show of the week.
Yeah, but they also had Wendy Chu lost.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty close between NXT and Dynamite this. Maybe we should give it to Dynamite just because they did have a little bit more going on.
They did have some good promos.
Yeah.
But Wendy Chu did, yeah. Wendy Chu winning may have with a pillow. May.
Yeah.
And the gauntlet match wasn't very good on NXT either. Yeah, let's go to AEW. Let's go to Dynamite. NXT had a good show, but I think Dynamite narrowly edges it out for the best show of the week. All right. I think that's going to wrap this one up, Nathan.
All right. If you like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to hear more of AEW recaps, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when we upload some more AEW recaps. Speaking of AEW, tomorrow we have our AEW All In review, and then we have No Mercy, NXT No Mercy predictions on Thursday, and WWE Bash at Berlin predictions on Friday.
Yeah, we got a lot going on this week. A lot of pay-per-views going on. So stay tuned for all that. Next week, we will have both our NXT and Bash in Berlin reviews. We might bundle those into one show, though. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, so we got a lot going on in the world of wrestling. So a lot of pay-per-views happening. So stay tuned for all that to come this week and next week. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. We will see you in the next one.
Later.